A thermistor's resistance will decrease as its temperature increases. Now, pretty much all components will change their resistance as their temperature increases. But thermistors are special as the resistance decreases instead of increases with temperature. Here's what a thermistor looks like, where a special material in the casing reacts to changes in temperature by releasing more charge carriers. Though at GCSE, you don't need to know the details of how thermistors work. But you do need to know the circuit symbol for a thermistor, which looks like that of a normal resistor with this line drawn through it. So how could we test the properties of the thermistor? We can test how the resistance of the thermistor changes by suspending it in a water bath. Here's how we'd set up this experiment. The thermistor is suspended in a water bath that's slowly heated. We then measure the temperature of the water to determine the current temperature of the thermistor, which would be the independent variable in this experiment. Then the thermistor is connected to this simple circuit. We have a cell which is supplying the potential difference and current to the circuit. Then there's an ammeter in series with the thermistor to measure the current through both itself and the thermistor. And finally, we have a voltmeter in parallel with the thermistor to measure the potential difference across it. With these readings, we can calculate the resistance of the thermistor at a certain temperature, which is the dependent variable in the experiment. We do this with the equation R equals V over I. We can then plot our results on a graph, with temperature on the horizontal axis and resistance on the vertical axis. The result is a smooth curve like this. So from the graph, we can see that when the thermistor is at a low temperature, it will have a high resistance. Then, when it's at a high temperature, it will have a low resistance. There are some thermistors that are actually designed to still increase their resistance with temperature, but you don't need to know about these at GCSE. So what kind of devices are thermistors used in? Well, thermistors are useful in circuits that need to react to changes in temperature. In other words, they're used in devices where we need to increase a current when a temperature change happens. For example, modern fire alarms will only sound when a high enough current flows through them. They have thermistors which restrict the current until the temperature of a room greatly increases because of a fire. Then fridges can also use thermistors to adjust their cooling power. If the inside is already cold, then the thermistor will increase its resistance so that there is less current in its circuitry. For your exams, you won't need to be able to recall these exact examples, but you could be asked to explain why thermistors could be used in given devices.
Thanks for watching. If you want to take your GCSE revision to the next level, head over to launchpadlearning.com and check out our smart learning platform that's been designed to get you top results in your exams. We cover your whole specification and make revision fun with interactive quizzes, easy to follow videos and more. You'll be kept motivated by your own AI tutor who's here to support you every step of the way. To check it out for yourself, click here. Or click here to keep watching a selection of the videos from our full GCSE Physics course. See you there!